leaves are turning brown. Red and yellow, soon they'll be falling down. Now, I'm not ready, not just yet.
Hello friends, I am absolutely overjoyed and so ecstatic for today's video because today we are decorating my brand new apartment for fall. I have to say, fall is hands down my favorite season. I love all the seasons, but it's really no competition that fall just has a special place in my heart, and I am so excited for today's video. Before we get started, I want to show you a few of the things that I bought this year just to add some fresh decor. So in no particular order, I'm just gonna hold stuff up and I will show it to you. So I got two of these just from Michael's. This one has sparkles and glitter. Can you see that? And the other one is just plain leaves. And they're 6-foot garlands. I have one of these still that I bought when I was 14, and it is definitely on its last leg. I also got these pumpkins. Let's see if you can see it. Focus on this. It's very glary, so let's try it. If I take them out, can you see them better? Okay, so I got these felt pumpkins, and I got 6 of them. These are from either HomeGoods or TJ Maxx, I can't remember. But they only had them in white at the store, so I used Amazon. This is the only thing I got from Amazon, and I just got this pack of 12 of very similar, those felt pumpkins. And they have 4 different colors. So there's like a light orange, there's a medium orange, there's the darker orange, and then there's white. Then similarly, I promise I didn't only get felt pumpkins. I also got this green felt pumpkin with the long stem that I really love. This one's a little bit more weighted. I have a garland that goes above my TV that I actually did already hang up, and it's, I think, made of some kind of felt type material. Anyway, this little ghost guy that says boo, look how cute he is made of the same kind of material that that garland is made of. And so I'm so excited to be able to put him out under the garland and have him holding his own little garland. I just think he's so adorable. We're actually not allowed to burn candles here, which I'm not sure how long that's gonna last for me, but I did get these super cute little tea lights that I can light up. And they're supposed to look like pumpkins. I'm hoping that when they're like up, they do look like pumpkins, because when I pulled them out of the box, they kind of just looked like angel food cake. But that's okay. I think they'll still be, if they're surrounded by other pumpkins, I think we'll be able to tell what they are. This bag of just plasticky, foamy pumpkins in assorted colors, that's also from Michael's. As you can see behind me, this is very our dark academia shelves, like what we had in the office. And so I thought that this, even though it's a candle, I think just, it kind of looks like a paperweight, and it's gold and metallic looking. And I just thought that it would be so perfect in our dark academia little space. And so I kind of love it. So I think it's gonna go somewhere behind me. Again, we can't burn candles, but that didn't stop me from buying these 2 candles that were only $6 each, which I feel like is a pretty big steal. I got this orange color, and then I also got this mustard yellow color, and I really like both of them. The final thing that I got that I think I'm probably the absolute most excited about, like I was jumping up and down in the store when I saw this and I knew I had to buy it, is this set of 3 pillows that are shaped like leaves, and then they have like the stitching is like the veins of the leaf. I'm so excited. I kind of want to put these in the bedroom, but I also kind of want to put them in the family room so everybody gets to see them. I don't know, I'm so in love with these, and they're so soft and so like squishy and cuddly, and I'm just so excited for fall. I have wanted leaf-shaped pillows for probably as long as I have been decorating for the different seasons. I love pillows that aren't just square, but that usually means they're more expensive. These were $30 for all 3 of them, which I felt like was a huge steal. That's $10 a pillow. That's like unheard of, especially for a shaped pillow. So these are at TJ Maxx, and I know TJ Maxx and HomeGoods are owned by the same like corporation, but I found different stuff at the different stores, so that's why I went to both. This one was at TJ Maxx, and it was just sitting there. Like, it wasn't in the pillow section, it was just sitting on, I think it was sitting on a box of some of the stuff that they still needed to unpack. So TJ Maxx, $30. If you're looking for leaf-shaped pillows, that's where I would get them. Now, in terms of how I'm going to decorate, I think I'm gonna kind of follow the same thing that I did in our last apartment. I like to leave our room very cottage feeling. It's very grandma core, cottage core-esque. So I kind of like to just change a few little things in there and not have huge drastic differences. I'll put a few decorations in our office space, and then I think I'd like to try to make the family room as warm and cozy and almost have it feel like you're outside in the fall foliage as possible. Just as many warm colors, as many leaves, just the cutest, coziest little decorations that you can find. And then I like having the kitchen be a little bit more simple, just because we downsized our kitchen and also we use the kitchen a lot, and so filling all of the counter space with decorations just really isn't practical. So I like to find ways to minimize the decoration so that I can maximize my space when I'm using that space. So we're gonna see, I'm gonna play around with the kitchen a little bit just because it's kind of brand new for me. But I'm so excited. I think we're gonna go start with the living room. Okay, let's go.
To start off, I filled the hanging baskets with some faux leaves that I bought on Amazon just last year. Just below that, I added 3 new blankets to our blanket ladder. The textures, colors, and blankets themselves really add to the coziness of the living room. I really love using different blankets in the fall and winter time to make the house seem even more like a home. For the entertainment center, I ended up using the sparkly leaf garland and just used the chain links that came built in to attach the garland to the corners of the shelves. On top of one side of the entertainment center, I just played around with the different decorations I already had by adding some cozy and spooky elements, like the ghost, the jack-o'-lantern, and the green plush pumpkin. Underneath, I filled one of the shelves with books, a candle, a pumpkin, and one of the pumpkin tea lights. In order to make the books a more neutral color, I tucked the spines in and let the pages' side show. Next to that, I rearranged my vinyls to display my spookiest one, The Nightmare Before Christmas, and again just added a pumpkin and a tea light. For the final bottom shelf, I filled this basket with some plastic pumpkins and tucked it under in a way so you can still see them. Next to that, I of course had to add some more books, another candle, and another pumpkin tea light. Here, I just moved the leaves out of the way and filled the empty shelf with more books and a little lavender plant for luck. Then I rehung the leaf garland. On top of the entertainment center on the other side, I added the first 2 Harry Potter books, 2 Hogwarts textbooks, and the pumpkin pecan waffles candle from Bath and Body Works. For the final touches of the entertainment center, I added the yellow hand-dipped candles next to the record player on either side, as well as some more of the plush pumpkins lined up just above the shelves and the hanging leaf garland. I really love how all of these elements came together to make this look so warm and autumnal. Lastly, of course, I just had to add some more pumpkins as placeholders until I can get some real ones. On the couch, I stacked and added some of our favorite cozy pillows in the most autumnal palette, all of which are from Target or Amazon. I really like to play around with the pillows until they look exactly how I want them. For the final cozy touch, I folded this jack-o'-lantern blanket and placed it on the arm of the couch. Here, I'm using some small and simple decorations to add to the windowsill above where my piano sits. I really want to ensure that these decorations only add to the view we will soon have of the foliage changing colors just outside. My goal for this space was to use candles, pumpkins, fall florals, and some loose fabric leaves to really bring it all to life. On the other side, I'm adding similar elements, including a letterboard quote about Halloween and autumn that I have used for the last 3 years. I really played around in this space with how I wanted it to look, and it came together so nicely in the end. For the witchy-inspired kitchen, I started by having our fake foliage up above the cabinet the same way they were in the other house. We leave these up year-round, but I just barely put them up when filming. Here, I added this spider placemat under our fruit bowl, which is filled with fake pumpkins as a placeholder until we have some September apples to put in there. In front of that, I added a plastic skeleton hand for an added creepy effect. On the main counter in the kitchen, I added this black and white tray, which sort of ended up inspiring the rest of the kitchen to be mainly black and white. On top of that tray, I displayed these glass goblets with various witchy labels such as arsenic and poison. In front of that, I placed the other skeleton hand, as well as some dried baby's breath, because for me, this dried flower really adds that extra witchy touch. To finish this off, I added 2 white plush pumpkins, and I really love how this look came together. Next, I hung up these black and white tea towels with spider webs and a little spider on the oven handle. On the counter, I really wanted to display our wooden cooking utensils and cutting boards because of the warmth that they add, especially when paired with these empty glass black bottles, a cauldron candle, and a simple white pumpkin. I don't know about you, but nothing screams more witchy kitchen to me than the unofficial Harry Potter cookbook, paired with another black bottle, a hocus pocus pumpkin candle, a plush pumpkin, and the rest of the dried baby's breath. Of course, I had to add at least one of these pumpkin-shaped Corningwares somewhere in the kitchen. And this black and white bat decoration really ties together the entire kitchen, sitting here on the oven.
Oh my gosh, I love the kitchen. It looks so good. I'm so excited. So now the last step that we're gonna add to the kitchen, at least for today, is I'm gonna use some double-sided tape and these plastic bats. Don't ask me why they're in 2 bags. And I'm gonna put them on this side of the kitchen over by the laundry room door, and I'm gonna put some over by the shelf and the witch's broom and the pantry. And so actually I think it's gonna be this way. And so I'm gonna put these over there and these over there. So, all right, let's do it.
For the shelf next to the kitchen, I wanted to tie in the warm colors from the living room and the witchiness of the kitchen decor, so I ended up using part of an old leaf garland, a candlestick holder, and some styrofoam pumpkins on top of the shelf. For the hanging hooks, I added a cinnamon-scented witch's broom, as well as my 2 favorite autumnal aprons out on display. This definitely accomplished my goal of tying these 2 rooms together. Here, I just thought I would show you some of the decorations that I am planning on using for the office shelves. I was eagerly anticipating putting all of these elements together. Because the shelves are already dark academia inspired and therefore somewhat fitting of the cozy decor theme, I really wanted to just add a few key elements and accents here and there to make it even more autumnal. Is there really any such thing as too many pumpkins for fall decor, especially pumpkin-shaped candles? I really loved adding the accent pieces here, and these shelves are definitely one of my current favorite spaces in our home because of it. The first step in transitioning our bedroom is changing the duvet cover to something warmer and more neutral to match the autumn decor. This beige striped duvet is perfect for my plan for this room. I could not be more in love with these pillows and how they look on the bed. It just screams cozy fall in the most perfect way, and I can't get over it. Here, I am attempting something I have never actually tried before, and you'll get to watch me mess up and have to run around to the other side of the bed to fix it. But this fall garland resting on top of the headboard is just too perfect for the mistake to bother me. The colors are so bright and warm against the white bed. For the shelf next to my bed, I always stack books that fit the color palette of the room, and these were my choices for this fall. Next, I added a wooden craft pumpkin from Michael's, as well as more of those autumnal colored florals. For each of the seasons, I have the flower fairy book of that particular season resting right next to the bed, so I can pick it up and flip through it at any time. And to finish this shelf off, I just added even more pumpkins. This is our newest piece of furniture, a dark green ottoman from Target. I anticipate it will match all of the seasonal decor that we have in our bedroom year-round. On top of the ottoman, I am placing this basket filled with some of my most anticipated seasonal wreaths, as well as some larger plush pumpkins and a mustard yellow forever pillow. For my nightstand, I wanted to keep it pretty simple and just add a few fall touches to the space, like my caramel pumpkin swirl candle, my Taylor Swift lyric jewelry holder, and, you may have guessed it, another pumpkin. Bonus, I added a wax melter with vanilla pumpkin filling the room. Because the top of the dresser is usually the last thing I see as I fall asleep, and the first thing I see when I wake up, I like to decorate it in a way that brings me as much joy as possible. This means lots of autumnal colors, cozy and nostalgic decorations, candles for next to my reading chair, Agatha Christie and Alice Hoffman books in beautiful colors, and some various pumpkins. One last touch that I wanted to add to this space was this burlap leaf garland that I made a few years ago. It adds another dimension to the space, and the asymmetry of it makes it just that much more endearing to me. Overall, I feel like this room and all of the other rooms in our home came together even better than I pictured them, And this just makes me that much more excited for fall to arrive as soon as possible. One last touch that I added came from a TikTok video I saw where a woman put fake bats on the inside of a lampshade. I could not pass this up and just had to include it in our room.